Don't be one of those people who hears the words solar eclipse and ushers everyone into the house until it's all over. That's an overreaction to one of nature's most awe-inspiring events being visible from where you live, and if you're in North America, that may be happening on June 10, 2021. However, solar eclipses can be dangerous and you do need to be very careful. Here's some more detail on how to watch it safely, including some specialist advice from an eclipse eye safety expert, or rather, is it safe to look at the solar eclipse? Sky and Telescope provides helpful advice on the safest methods to watch a partial solar eclipse, while the Royal Astronomical Society, the Society for Popular Astronomy (SPA), and the British Astronomical Association (BAA) have created an online guide and video on how to safely view the eclipse, which applies to everyone in the world. However, in Canada and the northeast US it happens at sunrise, which may in some atmospheric circumstances make viewing advice a little more subtle. You'll often read this good advice when reading about solar eclipses: ISO-compliant solar eclipse glasses must be worn at all times during an annular or partial solar eclipse to avoid the threat of blindness. Even though a large part of the solar disk will be covered, looking at the partially eclipsed sun without appropriate protection can cause serious and permanent damage to the eyes. Everyone will need a safe solar filter to watch the moon hide most of the sun in the northeast US and Canada, but precisely at the moment of sunrise, can the sun be safe to briefly look at without filters? The science is clear, but the jury is still out. From everywhere in the northeast US where this partial eclipse will be observable, it will be ongoing, peaking, or about to begin, depending on your exact location. Either way, you're likely going to be in position at the time of sunrise. So is it safe to observe the partially eclipsed sun with the naked eye when it is low on the horizon at sunrise or sunset? Viewing the partly eclipsed sun at sunrise or sunset is no different from seeing it while driving towards the rising or setting sun outside of eclipse, said Dr. Ralph Chou, Professor Emeritus at the University of Waterloo's School of Optometry and Vision Science at Ontario, Canada, and an world-renowned expert on eclipse eye safety. While the sun near the horizon may be bright, the spectral content of its radiation has relatively little short-wavelength light, and thus the risk of retinal injury is much lower. The sun has a red appearance. So it's okay to look at the sun when it's on the horizon? Well, possibly. The science is clear, but there is a caveat that on a perfectly clear, beautiful, haze-free, low humidity day even the rising sun is going to be too bright to look at. It's the conditions that make it safe or not safe, and that's something that requires a judgment call.